I guess the really important question here is, what is insulin resistance? And can you explain this to me like I'm a 10-year-old?
Oh yeah,
Because
for sure. Insulin resistance it's kind of it's a disorder that has two parts. It's like a coin with two sides. That as much as we think of one side just because we hear the word insulin resistance, but there's another part to it that is very important. So insulin, first of all, is a hormone that we make from the pancreas, a long kind of gland tucked underneath the stomach. And the pancreas is a very busy organ. It makes a lot of different hormones. It makes hormones that come into the blood. It also makes enzymes that go into the intestines to help digest food. But among the hormones that are being released into the blood is insulin. Now, in the person with type 1 diabetes, their immune system has destroyed their beta cells. So they don't make insulin anymore. That's why for a person with type 1 diabetes, insulin is a life-saving therapy. You're giving them what they're not making anymore. But for everybody else, we have beta cells and they're releasing insulin when they need to. Now, usually the main reason the beta cell is releasing the insulin is because blood glucose levels go up.
so I eat sugar,
You eat sugar, or not even something as obvious as sugar, but bread or crackers,
white rice.
chips. Oh yes, yes. So basically anything that falls into the family of a carbohydrate. So if the earth grows it, that's a carbohydrate. If it's a plant, it's a carbohydrate. Maybe that's a better way of describing it. And so it's going to have starches and sugars, which all is kind of falls into this family of carbohydrate. Depending on how much starch or sugars that it has, then that will result in a bigger or smaller blood glucose or blood sugar response. But then if blood sugar is too high for too long, that becomes very harmful to the body. So insulin comes in and helps lower the blood glucose. And then having done its job, insulin comes back down.
So insulin comes out like a taxi and transports all the glucose in my
Mhm.
blood to various places around the body to store them.
Perfect. Perfect.
So
Yeah,
it's
and
like
the
a
main
taxi for
yeah,
glucose.
that's right. You can look at it's a shuttle, it's a taxi saying, "Hey, glucose, come on in. I'm dropping you off at the muscle." So mostly, just as an interesting tangent of insulin, before I finish answering insulin resistance, insulin will open the doors for blood sugar to come in and drive the taxi in, mostly at the muscle and the fat.